dark light. Don't matter in this motherfucker, you heard? Blame it on the juice, blame it on Patron, blame it on the Jack, it got you in the zone. Blame it on the alcohol, blame it on the alcohol. I'm fucked up, huh?
What's good, everybody? It's Deja. We're back with another episode of A Touch of Messy, and we are super, super excited because it's rare that Abdul gets to be someone's first. And so we have Yonny here for his first podcast ever.
Okay. I was trying to follow that shit.
So go ahead. We want to hear it from you. Like, introduce yourself. Who are you and what's good?
A quick question before you do that. What do you mean I'm not usually somebody's first? It feels like there's some subtext to that.
This was crazy.
Take it for what you heard.
Damn.
I mean, have you? We'll another episode.
It really is a touch of messy.
This is messy. This is the best.
Welcome to the podcast.
So yeah, go ahead. What's up?
Yeah, what's going on, y'all? My name's Yonny. I'm a hip-hop rap artist from Seattle. And yeah, this is my first podcast being on Touch of Messy, and I'm super excited to.
Have you been on other podcasts before?
Nah, this is my first time. I've been listening to podcasts forever, but yeah, first time being on one.
Welcome.
Hell yeah, I'm hyped.
Well, we are super excited to have you. When we have artists on, we like to show like your creativity, kind of, we play games and things that are basically, like I said, a way to show your creativity. So if you're down, we've got some messy questions, we've got some messy games. You're preparing for a show, right, coming up. So we're not going to have you drink. Tell us a little bit about that, why you can't drink today.
So I've, now 2 years into doing this thing and, done dozens and dozens of live shows. I've realized that a big part of it is being able to take the preparation before the show as well, and just making sure you're taking care of your vocal cords and your body and everything, It's like as if you were an athlete, like they're training and whatnot. So I'm trying to treat it the same way and have that respect. So, yeah, trying not to drink like a week or two before, maybe like a week after, just give like that time, and like have that dedicated time to like then relax and whatnot. So
it's a true artist. It's
trying,
respecting
bro.
the craft right there.
One at a time.
Turning down White Claws is like, that's real.
That's not that hard.
Real commitment.
White Claw. Turn down a White Claw. Nah, no disrespect to
You don't like White Claws?
White Claw people.
That's crazy.
It's just not that hard though. Yeah.
Would you prefer? Well, I'll save that for later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
you have a show coming up?
Yeah, on January 16th of this
Where at?
month. It's gonna be at Madame Lou's. Hella excited for it. First headline show in Seattle.
Wow.
2 years later. It took some time.
That's exciting. Who's opening up for you?
So we got Vic Dags and we have Yonny-where you at, two of my real close friends opening up the show. It's gonna be really fun. It's like a very Seattle like coded show. So I'm excited.
Is it all ages?
Yes, yeah, all ages. Madame Lou's is dope because they got like all ages, but they also have a section for people that want to drink.
For the White Claw drinkers?
For the White Claw drinkers, any of that. For local drinkers, not playing. Nobody do that shit no more.
Well, I guess if we're not gonna play Truth or Drink, you just gonna have to tell the truth during this game.
I'm gonna drink this medicine ball tea in my.
I just want to know. We didn't look at these questions. My friend Beja, you've met Beja, the other person in the studio.
Yes, yeah.
She picked out these cards. So if you hate these questions, take it up with her.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead. So we're gonna do one where she picks a card. She gets to choose who gets asked the question.
Yeah.
And you pick a card. You get to choose who asks the question.
Okay.
And we'll do it.
Oh no,
That's usually a bad sign.
Lord.
Who are you picking first of all before you read there?
I'll pick Abdul.
Wow. I don't have a show coming up at Madame Lou's on Thursday, but I guess I'll answer the question.
Out of respect for Yonny, I'm gonna ask Abdul this.
It sounds like disrespect to Abdul. But okay.
Have you ever unleashed a technique in bed that you learned about from porn?
Thank God. Boy, that would have been a tough first one.
Damn.
I ain't gonna cap. What
Damn.
kind of game is
Matter of fact,
this?
bring
You
that
know,
White Claw.
I'm glad this is White Claw number 2, so I feel like I'm ready to answer the question.
Okay.
But
Shit.
low key, yeah. I feel like we all watched it before we did it. So technically speaking, everything that we learned from it. Nobody gave me the talk. Nobody told me what to do. Everything I know, I saw it. in
That's
480p.
real.
What
Exactly.
about the people who didn't have internet? Like, I don't believe that to be so. I don't think everybody does that. I don't think everybody does this.
But then, how do those people do it? Are you claiming to be one of those people?
It's not my question. It's your question. But I don't.
Yanni, chime in.
It was crazy, bro. I
Chime in.
just got crazy deja vu just now for some reason. I don't even know why.
So he's
feel like
seen
I've
some
been
of
here
our
before.
episodes.
I feel like I've been here before.
I don't know. I feel like the answer is yes, but my inner publicist is saying, like, you know, we all everything.
Everyone watches
everywhere
porn.
but always.
Oh,
That's my answer. Everywhere but always. But yes.
All right, cool.
funny. That's hella dope.
Okay. Now you get to pick a question.
I
and you
actually
choo-
do want one of those, by the way.
Okay. You pick a question and then you
Yeah.
ask who you want.
So I should pick
Dilly
who
dilly
first?
dill?
Yeah. Before you read
Before I read it.
it out loud.
Oh, okay,
So
okay,
you can
okay.
read it, select who you want, and then cheers.
Damn, this is a wild ass. How many cousins you got?
I'm Kenyan, man.
Oh, hella?
Yeah.
Deja, how many cousins you got? You got hella cousins?
2.
Damn.
2 cousins? I don't know why that felt.
Not
Okay,
your family
well-
shaming.
That's crazy.
Okay, well then this
My mom
probably
has
would
one
be-
sister.
This probably might be an Abdul question then.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like they all are.
Okay, we know you're not going to do anything, but do you think any of your cousins are hot?
Dude, I thought we were cool, man. I thought we were on
You
the
have hella
same.
She's gonna be like, no, because there's only 2 options, and they might only be girls. So it's like,
You know, I am genuinely afraid of dating in Mombasa specifically because my mom has 13 siblings, my dad has 6,
right?
and there's so many people that are like, "Oh, this is your cousin." So I think
You could even say like for the if there was like a handsome one, you'd be like, oh, he's
Just
handsome, he's
answer the
good looking.
question.
You know what I mean? You'd be
You
like, oh,
tryna hit or
he
not?
also is good
Just
looking. Like,
kidding.
you
Yeah.
you could finesse that.
they're all everybody's beautiful.
Okay,
Everywhere but always.
That's a good.
Wait, what was the question? Do you think any of your cousins are hot? Not beautiful, hot.
I was trying to. Give
I'll
you
say,
little
Thanks,
wiggle
I
room.
appreciate it. But yes, I think yes.
Clip that. I need you to cut. I wish you guys did shots.
Not on some Alabama shit, but just I have so many cousins, and some of them statistically are hot.
Okay.
Genetically
You know,
speaking,
yeah, genetically speaking.
that's so funny, bro.
Yeah, I
That's
think all
funny.
black people are beautiful.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
Wow. Especially your cousins, huh?
throw 'em up.
Wow. Yeehaw.
This is crazy, man.
This is crazy.
we're getting
Speaking of
over
crazy,
the head.
did you get your eyebrows done too?
Nah. See, my
lift up the
cousins,
hat.
my cousins have eyebrows like this.
Damn.
It's a
Relax
family
your
thing.
forehead.
I don't like this, man. I feel like y'all are ganging up
I
on me
never heard
right
of
now.
relax your forehead.
Oh.
It's hella funny, bro. Oh man.
Ugh.
Shout out.
I want to
Deja.
ask you. Just
You know, you
because
didn't
you're
have
a
to
guest-
answer that, by the way. You could have sipped.
I could have.
Yeah,
I just
you wanted
realized
to
that.
tell
You
the
know what I
world.
did? I sipped it and then I answered it. I did a truth
Damn.
and drink. Damn, I feel bad. I don't want to put you on the spot.
Fuck it, bro.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
All right.
He's the guest.
Fuck it.
All right. Yanni, tell us about a time you immediately regretted a sexual experiment.
Experiment or experience?
Experiment.
Wow.
Shout out to Beja for picking these cards.
Yeah, she's juicy.
What if there is no regret?
Are you telling
no
us?
regrets?
Wait, are you telling us you're a virgin, Yanni?
That's not what that
This
means.
is hot tea.
Is that what that means?
There's just no
What
regrets.
was that question? Nah, I regret nothing.
I like that.
I regret
Everything
nothing.
is an experience.
I'm dead. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's XP, bro. You leveling up and shit, bro.
Especially
Shit,
on
bro.
double XP weekend. You
You gotta
can't
finesse
regret
that
any of
shit.
that.
Good for
Come
you.
on.
Yeah,
Come on, viewers.
media training.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Um,
What a regular question is that? Like, what fucking your favorite color is? Or something like, where's that shit at? This motherfucker the extra dirty version of the game. Like, all right, y'all.
oh, Yanni's here. Oh, yep.
I'm dead, bro.
Bring
It is
out the
cut
extra
too.
dirty.
That's funny.
Okay, if you were
If you
like,
pick me, I'm gonna fight you.
Excuse me. Really thought about that shit.
this is an Abdul question.
God damn.
I'm dead.
No, but I'm gonna give it to Yanni.
Fuck.
If you were like a puppet and needed a hand up your ass to talk and move, whose hand would you want up your ass all the time?
That's not that hard, my mom. Cause she already She's, when you little, they wiping this shit. That's fine. That's the only one that I could be like, I could justify it.
Nobody
Who
has your
else?
best interest in mind like your mom.
Oh God, exactly.
Get on it.
Realistically, who are y'all gonna pick? Y'all probably gonna pick
That
your
is a
parents.
great answer.
It wasn't my question.
Yeah.
But you would pick your parents though, right?
I'm not gonna. This is your question. I'm not gonna answer.
Deshaun, you'd pick your mom, right? You got some. Who,
Top 5 hands up your ass
fuck
is
else?
crazy.
who are you picking? Bro, unfiltered. Oh, it's me, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Let me see.
Just remember who's on your side and who didn't respond to your feature request. Just
I
saying.
did respond. We
did
hung
respond.
out. We just couldn't focus.
What's the weirdest part of someone's body that you've kissed and or licked? Whose idea was it? These are crazy ass questions. All right, Deja. Yeah, I was gonna say Abdul been getting cooked. Or you can sip. You have the option.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
I sip.
All right, we got 2 more left. Ooh. Yonny,
Yeah.
tell us about a crime you've already thought through how to do in detail.
That's a good one.
Indict yourself on camera right now.
What was that you thought on how to do? Well, I've thought about like. This sounds crazy, like being nice, like hitting runs.
Being
Hit
nice.
and runs.
Wait,
Or
you,
B&E's, my fault. I said
Okay.
being nice. I'm gonna say B&E's.
I thought those are 2 very different.
Just for
things.
fun though, or not for fun, but like you're trying to like, if I did do it, like how would I do it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
I'm not gonna lie. What's Beanese?
you Google it later. You
Breaking-
don't gotta Google it right now.
Oh,
It's
you don't know either? Okay, do you
yeah.
know?
breaking and entering.
Oh, entering and hit and runs. Both.
Just to see like how I would get out of the situation. Like a hypothetical, like, oh damn, like if I was doing that, like what would I do differently?
Yeah, that's called
Wow.
thinking ahead.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what would you do differently in a hit and run situation?
We don't wail. You don't.
You know, right? Yeah, you can't. Because what if the
Okay,
motherfucker I
okay.
do it to is on a
Yeah.
They just
We
ask you
know he
if
did
you've
it.
thought or tell us about a crime you thought about. Don't indict yourself on
All
camera,
right,
man.
all right. Good looking. Good
the
looking.
next hit and run. It must be him. I know it was him.
Premeditated hit and run.
Abdul.
Oh shit.
Didn't see that one
Name,
coming.
huh?
Didn't see that one coming.
Name 3. It's a 2-part question. Name 3 politicians or celebrities that you hate.
Mm-hmm.
Start
That's
there.
it?
That's part 1.
Oh, do you want me to do it? Then you'll tell me part 2.
Yep.
Ted Cruz. I didn't like Paul Ryan. And Donald Trump seems like an easy one. So, but I'll say Mike Pence instead.
Mike Pence. Okay.
Fair.
If you had to have sex with one of them, who would you choose?
Damn.
And what's their
Tough,
favorite
tough.
sex position?
Tough.
Can I change one of the answers to Sarah Palin?
Oh, he might be worse.
I actually don't want to know the answer to any of it.
Damn.
You can't drink out of it. You already started it.
I
brother.
already started the
You already
question.
started it too. I knew you were thinking about that.
You,
shit.
I like that they were all men.
I can't even fathom doing any of that.
You have
Mike
to.
Pence?
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm saying Mike Pence. Like Mike Pence is
Oh.
crazy. That
Done.
wasn't my answer.
Done.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right there. Okay, so you said Mike
Clip.
Pence.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
hella funny, bro.
Mike Pence and we just hugged for a very long time until.
Like hug like you're in Utah or
Yeah. With somebody
kidding.
jumping on the bed.
anyways. Okay, well thanks so much, Johnny, for playing.
That was hella fun. Hella funny. Such a funny ass game.
All right, now I feel like we don't get to have guests on the podcast that regularly. While we have you here, this is your first podcast. I want to ask you some generic sounding questions,
Yeah.
but feel free to take them
Bet.
to fully own them. How did you get started with music? As a fellow East African, as somebody that grew up with some African-ass parents, as in the art scene, I know it wasn't like necessarily an encouraged thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have the same thing. Can you talk about that a bit?
Yeah. So you mean just like in life?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So like growing up, my mom loved R&B. Like that's all she'd play. So it was Michael Jackson and Neo, and just all kinds of other like Usher and everything going on in the house. Chris Brown. just playing all day. And my sister loved it too, so I was just like in the house listening to it without knowing if I like it or not. Like I just fucked with it anyways. And yeah, it's not. I mean, she was always playing like traditional Ethiopian music too.
Some Teddy Afro.
But yeah, Teddy. That's funny. Yeah, Teddy Afro was in there. It was all kinds of different loud ass music going on all day. And I think I was just more used to the Ethiopian stuff. So when I would hear like Neo playing, I'm like, oh, let me look that up on like YouTube or something because this is really good. And then I just like fell in love with it instantly because there was something about the way the music made me feel that I think I got caught onto before anything else, and that was what I kept chasing for. So I'd find like a Michael Jackson, and I was like, oh my God, this motherfucker is crazy.
Do you remember the first song that made you feel like, oh shit, I don't know what this feeling is, but it's doing something?
Probably Billie Jean for sure, because just like the way it sounded blew my mind. Like especially with headphones.
How old were you?
I must have been like, I was probably 8.
Damn.
I was probably 8 with some like big ass wired headphones on the family computer on YouTube, just watching the video and I was like, bro, this is amazing. And then my love kind of grew from there. Hip hop fell in a lot. I mean, it was like always playing as well, just because R&B and hip hop is so close. But I think I was probably more in probably like 5th or 6th grade when I got really into like rap, and it was specifically that song Busta Rhymes and Chris Brown got Look At Me Now. Bro, when that song came out and the Busta Rhymes verse
you know
was
how to
like
rap
the
that
biggest
part?
thing.
Yeah.
Right now. Just acapella.
Ready? Let's go.
Hey, yo, Breezy. Let me show you how to get it. Bro, I did that shit every day at school. Like in 5th grade, I'd go up. Everybody was like, yo, Jonathan, you know how to do the Busta Rhymes verse? I was like, yes. Look, let's go. Because I'm in like all day, every day, bro. Bro, I could really do it.
How far do you think you can go for it right now?
Without like breathing?
Without messing up.
I could probably do like a solid amount. Hey. Let's go. Because I'm feeling like I'm running and I feel like I gotta get away. But I know that I don't win. I won't never stop because I gotta win every day. See, then when I really want to pop me, just know that you don't flop me. And I know that can be a little cocky. Whoa, they ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I come and get it, gotta set it, then I gotta go, and then I gotta get it, then I gotta blow, and then I gotta shut any little thing a nigga thinking they be doing because it doesn't matter because I'm gonna then I gotta okay. I'm done. Nah, bro, when you really break that song down, that boy Busta Rhymes was not really saying shit, but that's one of my favorite verses, though. That's one of my favorite Busta Rhymes verses. But
did you ever listen to Twista growing up? I feel like he's the first artist, like overnight celebrity.
Twista was hard. I was really into I fucked with Tech 9 and shit too at that time. So them Worldwide Chopper songs and shit, bro.
You were a hip hop head.
Oh yeah, bro. When I first started listening to like rap, it was strictly old school shit. Like I didn't listen to nothing new until probably like junior year of high school. Like I was in freshman year just listening to 2001 by Dr. Dre and like Wu-Tang Clan.
You were like, I was just born a year
before.
Oh
God, everybody was like, everybody listening to like Uzi and shit, and I was like, man, fuck that.
I don't know real hip hop, man.
Yeah, on God, bro. I was an old head as a 14-year-old.
I think that's so cool because like hearing your voice and hearing you sing now. I heard you sing live the other day, and then also just hearing you sing in your songs. You have such a you have a very rich and unique singing voice. Yeah. And a lot of rappers they'll throw on some auto-tune and start singing and it's like, okay, y'all all sound the same, but you have this old, soulful, beautiful sang voice. And so I'm really excited to learn that you were listening to R&B and that it's not just something you picked up because everybody else is doing it. Like this is really what you grew up listening to.
Yeah, and I was always singing in the house, but I did not it was never serious. Like my sister was singing, I was like, she's good. I don't think I can sing like her. Sings? Yeah, I mean they all be singing. Like my sister and my mom would be singing all the time, but it wasn't until recently that I honed it a little more and trying to really do it. But yeah, it was just I didn't even think about it back then. I was just following along, singing along with the Kiss Kiss by Chris Brown, and T-Pain and all that. And then
I feel like I've known you for about a year and a half now. I didn't know that you could sing until I heard this end part of Everywhere But Always, the title track. Yeah. And the end of Peace and Quiet when you were really hitting those notes. I was like, oh shit.
Bro,
this guy can fucking sing.
On Peace and Quiet, that ending or that singing part near the end was on GarageBand on my phone because I would do demos for fun before we record on the studio. But there's certain things I can't recreate and those shit on Peace and Quiet I could not redo that in the studio.
speed?
Yeah,
That was
there's just
on your
like a
phone?
tone. Yeah, like they mix it as well as they could.
Damn.
But I told him, I was like, "Yo, I can't redo this. Like, I can't capture that same. Sometimes, like, I don't know how to. What's it called? There's like things that I'll do when I sing that's like, oh shit, like that was dope, but I don't know how to keep doing it. Like
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
how to
yeah.
do the stuff that's really dope, and you know how to like activate it. I
Yeah.
have no clue. It'll happen, and I'm like, fuck, how did I do that?
It's like you were speaking earlier about like muscles and stuff. Like vocals are very much a muscle. You gotta rework it, and like if you ever went to the gym and you get your form right, someone shows you how to do something for the first time, and you get your form right, and then you try to go back the next day and do the same thing. You're like, dang, I don't really know if this is right or not. I don't know what I should be looking for. Like that's how music is too. So even with runs, like I struggle with runs sometimes. I might do a run on accident and be like, wow, like that was really good, but it's hard to do it again because you have to actually like
Find how you did it.
yeah, so
100%.
it's a skill you'll get it though.
Gotta practice, right? Yeah.
Exactly. But I think what's cool about you is like how humble you are with your talent, because I remember the first time I heard you sing and I was like, Yonny, like you could really sing, and you're like, like like yeah. And then I remember I saw you dancing, I was like, Yonny, you could really dance. So you're like, yeah, I don't know. And I'm just like,
We got Seattle's Offset right here.
Oh, I'm dead, bro. For sure. Yeah, I don't know, bro. It's definitely still a super big work in progress. Like, I think I can like hold notes and stuff well, like or like do melodies and things, but like there's like a clear. I don't think I'm ever gonna be singing like you. That's just I don't think that's like in me. But I think I have the ability to like add like singy like aspects to stuff, and like even that is like a real big like skill to have. Like even just in the smallest sense.
I feel like as a non-artist, I think there's like people that are technically good and technically know how to sing, but there's some people that just sound good. I think the first person that was that for me was Chance the Rapper, where I think later on he became a really good singer, but like the 10-day acid rap stuff, it wasn't like technically good. And I know all my singer friends were like, well, he's
It was
skipping
raw,
notes,
like,
but it just
Right.
sounds like, as somebody that just enjoys the sound, that sounds good. And I feel the same way with your stuff. So
Yeah,
I don't think
it's definitely
technicality really matters.
Yeah, true. Unless you're recording it with Evan. Evan's gonna be like, actually, that note, you have to redo that one right there. I'm like, okay.
that's actually a perfect transition, actually.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you about your process of working with people like Jake, Evan, and Nash. I know those are people that you collaborate with a lot. How I feel like mixing different parts of the whole creative vision and coming together is harder than it seems. A lot of people just feel like you hire somebody to do your videos and you do it, but there's so much collaboration, so much like unspoken like chemistry that is needed in order to work with a producer well or work with a filmmaker well.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet, and how do you guys kind of make sure that whatever you guys are creating is you're able to recapture it over and over again?
Yeah, with every working relationship I have, they all started from like a real organic type of way. All of them were super, like the time was right. Like with Evan, it was a crazy point in my life, and I didn't really know what I was doing. And then the next day I get a DM, and now I'm in the studio every day. I wasn't going to the studio before because I didn't have money, but he was that for me. And then Nash was also a situation where where the problem was, okay, we have these like songs now, but how do we visualize these? And I wasn't like searching for real. It was just a question I threw out in there. And then one day, I go to this thing called Open Sessions at Fibonacci Studios, run into somebody that works with Nash named Liam. He connects us, and then all of a sudden I'm here talking with Nash about Nah and getting that video done.
Is that the first video you guys worked on together?
Yeah, it's the first thing we ever did, and it was just like super instant. And then with Jake, same thing. I was going to Jake's house to record. I didn't even know it was his house though, because a friend of mine was taking us there. I thought it was his crib, and I was there for like a week, 2 weeks, and then
You
one
guys were
day Jake,
B&Ing at Jake's house?
basically, damn near. And then one day Jake walked downstairs, and I had already known about Jake. Me and Evan were like fans of him, low key, and we were just like, yo, like this dude's super dope. Come downstairs, I'm like, oh shit, this motherfucker's here. And then, we started working together, and it was again like super instant. I think I know when the relationship is right, because I kind of sense that like feeling of familiarity with those people. So, and that's the feeling I get with everybody that I work with on like a daily basis and whatnot. So it makes the actual creating super easy, because y'all know each other. Y'all know how y'all work. You're willing to like tell them if you don't like something. You're not afraid to like express things. And that's like the key to it all. Because when you hire somebody, that relationship ain't there, and you might be like, I could tell him I don't like it, but I don't know if he's gonna fuck with it and not want to work, or you know, they don't want to, vice versa. They don't want to tell you that they don't like your idea or something like that. So
When somebody looks at the project as a deliverable, it's like, all right, on the 15th, I need to deliver this video versus I want to work with you and create something that we're both proud of.
Yeah.
I think it's different.
for sure.
Unfortunately, something that I feel like gets lost with time, like especially once you start getting to bigger stages and you have like a 40-person crew, it's harder to keep that magic. So
For sure,
I think
yeah.
a big reason I love working with Nash and you guys is I feel like it reminds me of the whole reason I got into filmmaking. I feel like I've reached this middle point where there's a lot of make sure the agency is happy and the client's happy, and
Yeah.
the creative, the fun part of it is kind of sucked away. And I'm just like, how do I make sure that this check clears and they continue to hire me over and over again? So
For real.
it's been fun. Like doing the Hood Spiritual video with you and Nash was such a fun experience.
Bro, that shit was so, like, I'm so used to it being such a small team, and like I get to meet everybody and like say like I appreciate you for helping out. So Hood Spirituals, when there was like I don't know how many people we had, but there was a lot.
14 people. on the
Yeah,
crew,
like I mean that was a lot like for me at the time, and I'm like, oh damn, I want to make sure like I can meet everybody and make a relationship with every single person, and like y'all were seeing me trying to like help y'all with shit, and like y'all were like, no, you're the
We were in
talent.
the
And I
middle
was
of the
like, "Bruh."
shoot. Yanni was like, I can go to the store and grab water. I'm like, bro, we need you on camera in 5 minutes. Don't go to
Yeah.
the store to get water.
Like I'm just used to when it's just me and Nash and Finn, and like it's just like us 3 or 4 of us maybe, and it's like, you know, everybody's playing a part, even if I'm in the videos, you know. So like that's the shit that I like to take with me to any kind of shoot or anything.
But I think that is appreciated. Even talking to everybody on that set, a lot of people do freelance work, and I know like Aaron and Matt had like a Microsoft shoot or Amazon shoot that they're doing the next day, and we shot until 11 p.m. in Everett,
right.
and they're like, no, this is. I feel like my cup. They said their cup is full from shooting that. They can go do their mindless thing afterwards and still feel like they're at least doing something cool. So it's cool that you're able to foster an environment that does that, and like your willingness to meet everybody and say hello to everybody doesn't go unnoticed.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Just
I'm excited to see what the $20,000 budget video version of that will be.
I don't even
'Cause
know
it's
what
coming
I do
soon.
with that much money, bro. Everybody's just getting paid. That's it.
It's
That's
coming
just-
soon, man.
I think it's really cool as like your co-host to see you shooting videos with people, knowing that you like do, you know, commercials and like, you know, things that are not musical as well. It's really cool seeing him get super excited about artists. And because I remember after you guys shot, I remember you being like, dude, this Yonny guy is so talented, and like playing your music in our studio and stuff. And he's like, this is my album of the year, album of the
Is
year.
it?
I'm like,
Yeah,
"We
Everybody
get it."
Always and White Lord are my 2 albums of the year.
Hell yeah.
So
That's
I think
sick.
when you can like get people excited again about something that they're all like constantly doing, like this is his job, this is his career, and like when you can like get someone excited to show up and want to stay late and things like that just goes to show like who you are as an artist, how great your work is. I think our city does pretty well at supporting artists and whatnot, but like how often are you actually hearing people at home by themselves listening to that said artist and being excited to work with that artist and things like that. So yeah, good job to both of y'all.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. Harry Potter. Remember Hermione Granger had the ability to like time travel so she could take multiple classes at the same time?
I haven't seen Harry Potter personally.
Y'all haven't
so
watched
have
Harry
you?
Potter?
I've like it's just been on, and I've like watched the same like parts hella times.
Right. I feel like
Like that
Y'all
first
ain't
scene in the
Potterheads.
bedroom when he's downstairs, I know that shit by heart. Like the first movie.
I know that you're a wizard, Harry, but I couldn't tell you why she said that or like.
Well, there's this device where this person can basically time travel and there's like multiple classes at 11 a.m. that she wanted to take. So she invented this device and was able to kind of clone herself and take those classes and kind of bend time travel and whatnot. We're doing a version of that, except kind of not.
Right.
Kinda, I
Kinda-
don't know
it
why
kinda
I
has
talked.
nothing to
I
do with
explained
this at
all
all.
that to just say we can't do that.
He's like, we
It would
have
be
a
nice.
time
hey
traveling
guys, it's his
machine
first
right
day.
here.
Go easy on him.
It would be nice to be able to do that, but this is like a this or that. You can't
Okay.
be everywhere, but always you have to choose. Scenario one. Kendrick Lamar has a second pop-out show in Seattle, and you have
Crazy.
100 level tickets.
Damn.
Or, do you have a sister?
Yeah.
Your sister just graduated, top of her class, and she's giving a speech at her graduation. Your family from all over the world has flown in to be there, and they're happening at the same time. Which one are you choosing?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably gonna go to my sister's shit because that's like
That's a good brother.
I would be meeting a lot of my family for the first. If that really happened, I'd meet a lot of them motherfuckers for the first time. I'll see Kendrick. I done seen his ass in 2017 for the Damn tour. So it's like I'll see that motherfucker again.
Right. That's a great answer. I'm gonna test you even
He
more.
disses me about it after this. It's like, whoa. Oh shit.
You get to open for Kendrick at the pop-out show,
Shit.
or create a vaccine for hemorrhoids so no one ever has to deal with a hemorrhoid again. They can't both happen
Thing
at the
is, those are like if I did that, I'd still be like hella famous for that.
for the hemorrhoid thing?
I feel like I'd get a hella like. That's
But
like,
people can't know it's you.
they can't know.
Yeah, it's like a secret thing.
Oh,
But you save a lot of asses.
Yeah.
what's the hemorrhoid death rate? Like, is that high?
I don't think there's
Well, ask Abdul.
There's not-
He's got the most experience.
it's not a death rate thing, but it's just like a very uncomfortable
Do you
situation.
know what it is?
I think
you
it
know
happens
what
when
it
you lift hella hard, right, or something like that.
I'll take that.
No, that's
Or
a
you-
hernia. That's a hernia.
Oh,
You
no,
can get a
I don't
hemorrhoid from
know.
lifting hella hard too. You go, I'll be lifting, man.
Do you know what a hemorrhoid is? Okay,
not
go
for
ahead
real.
and fill him in.
What's that, bro?
It's like when
Well, when your mom takes her hand out of your ass.
whoa.
That's what it is.
Go ahead.
When it usually happens when you sit on the toilet for too long, but then you get some kind of like growth around your butt.
And basically, you have to wait for it to go away.
Damn,
It's bad, man. I've heard.
crazy.
Allegedly, it's one of the worst experiences.
So
in the world.
save Abdul's
Fuck.
ass. Or
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
Or
I'm
open.
gonna open for Kendrick. I ain't even gonna cap. If you're not dying from it, you'll be all right, bro. No cap. You'll be
That is
good.
good. We've
said
survived
ice it.
thousands of years with hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
We can do 1,000 more.
Pop out in Seattle.
All right, here's the last one. Get a feature from Kendrick on Peace and Quiet specifically, or being the one to stop Thanos from snapping his finger and erasing half of humanity. You watched The Avengers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, is that still gonna happen? Or I could stop it? If I stop that motherfucker, I think I'd probably be
But
like
nobody can know.
a hero. How nobody gonna know that shit? They gonna be like, who did that? They're gonna be like, me.
Thor will take all the credit.
Oh nah, bro. That's
that was
crazy.
Yonny.
You'll be in the bar. Like,
I'm trying
nah,
to prove it.
that
I'm
was
like, yeah,
actually
like,
me,
bro, it was me, bro. And I'm like, okay, his drunk ass out of here, bro. Damn, or get a feat.
I'm glad you're
Bruh,
thinking about
I
this.
don't know, bro, because if nobody gonna know,
That's
it's
an
like,
expensive feature.
He said, fuck
Fuck
them.
that would fix world population issues. That could be a lot of dictators that's up out of here.
That's true.
Like, imagine we get Kim out of here, Trump out of here, and
That's
like
true.
Putin out of here all at once.
Oh, I thought you meant Kim Kardashian. Did you mean Kim Kardashian?
No,
Oh,
nah,
okay.
that'd be crazy. That'd be nuts.
Or
Nah.
Kim's like, what did I do?
I'll probably stop that boy Thanos. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck it.
I know that's a fucking lie, but
Fuck
we'll
it.
accept that answer.
Fuck it, bro. I'll stop that boy, bro. Fuck it.
I nev-
The Avengers gonna know when I see him and make eye contact. They be like, you know, fucking.
Exactly.
Y'all know,
Tony Stark
you
is
can't
cool
fuck
with
with
you.
me for real, Tony. For real.
I guess I just have one question for you, Yonny.
Yeah.
I feel like you put out a lot of music. What is keeping you inspired? How are you writing so fast? And have you ever not been able to write in a time where you needed to?
I'll start with the first part of that. I think when I first kind of started getting into, rapping and like, making songs for fun, it was just a thing for me to like want to write every day. And like I used to have like a journal for real that I was like writing lyrics in, because I used to be like hella into battle rapping when I was younger. So I was like battle rapping in high school and shit.
It's not too late.
See, freestyling and battle rapping, different things. Though I ain't gonna lie, like
You should
freestyling
battle
is
rap
a,
Deja
is a
right
different
now.
art. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I was basically in, I could say it low-key started during middle school. I was writing in this journal that I had, and I kept it with me up until like high school. And yeah, I was just writing like lines I would think of in my head like all the time. I was just constantly thinking of like punchlines and whatnot. Like I was super into that style because I was really into battle rapping. So it was just a whole lot of punchlines and whatnot. And whenever I did freestyle back then, it was a lot of like, I didn't know how to regularly freestyle. Like all of it was kind of disrespectful because it was like battle rap type of lines.
Well, if you grew up listening to Busta Rhymes, I figured.
Yeah, like
Like
I'm
you're-
telling you, most people, at least back then, I I was such into old shit. Like all I would think about was like if you don't got shit memorized, you're not really like. I was like, bro, I was a weird ass kid, bro. But that was the type of timing that I was on. So I was writing every day, and I think that carried over into like actually songwriting because I didn't know how to make like a chorus or whatnot at all. I wasn't everything I was making was just rapping the whole way through, and since that's gonna require like a lot of lines, so you're building that muscle just writing and writing and writing. And it wasn't up until I met Evan low key that I like was learning like song structure and like, okay, we got verse, chorus, bridge, whatever. And I had like started making my first choruses with him. And yeah, that also like leveled it up because then I'm like, okay, cool, I want to keep making these choruses. So the journal got retired partly because I had lost it, which sucks because I had some dope shit on there.
Is it lost? Like
Yeah,
you
it's
know
gone, bro. We
where
moved like 2 houses since
Damn,
then, so
that
that
shit's
shit's
gone.
that shit's
man,
out of
I
here,
hope
bro.
we find it. I bet there's some gems
It'd be
in it.
no, for real. Like I wish I had that shit still. But like my notes thing on my phone is my new journal. I have like years of notes on there of like different lines. It's the same thing. I think of something, type it in there and leave, or anything like that. And GarageBand has played a new role in like being my journal because now I just ever since I learned that I could, I'm just making like little 15-second ideas on my phone, like when I'm outside or if I want a melody to like stick in my head, I'll voice memo it, or I'll just use a beat that I have from Evan or Jake and just throw the idea down. So,
some Steve Lacy shit, right?
bro, GarageBand is a godsend, dude. Like a lot of songs wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for that app. So, shout out GarageBand. But in terms of like writer's block and whatnot, I had a big stint of that. Like, I think I'm trying to remember the last time I went down to LA, but it was probably like a couple months ago. And I was doing a bunch of sessions and I was just struggling. Like I couldn't write anything. And I was like, damn, like it had me rethinking. I'm like, damn, bro, my ass. I'm like, what happened? I was just faking it up until this point. And then, yeah, I've learned that a lot of my writing now comes from like living life and like experiencing things. And like, it's tough I haven't been in that mode of just writing to write anymore. Like, especially now, like releasing things, my whole mindset's changed. And it made me want to get back to that, style of being able to just write every day. So I've been writing a lot more recently and just making little ideas. Like I'd make like 3 to 4 demos a day, like back in high school, just for fun, like just trying to keep my pen sharp. So yeah, definitely have had those stints before. And everybody has their own remedies for that. For me, it's just I kind of need to take a step away sometimes and kind of like just absorb life and then come back and have things to talk about, Unless I just want to rap. Like, that's always going to be easy, like just saying shit. Like, anybody could do that. But, when you want substance in there, that's when it's like, you don't want to force it. So.
I love that. It's interesting because I know some people are like, you gotta just power through it and like write anything. And if it's like ass, then it's ass. But like, I agree with you. Like, it's so much better to just, for me mentally, to just like walk away, experience life, have something to say, and then say it then. So love that. Thank you. Well, thank you so much for sharing. It's been so great having you. One more time, what kind of shows, what kind of music should we be looking out for? What's something you're excited for? Let them know.
Well, this January 16th on Thursday, depending on when this comes out, I got my first headline show in Seattle. Super excited for it. I'm meticulously planning it and getting everything ready for it, but I'm super proud of everything we've done this last year. It was definitely a life-changing year. Things we didn't think were going to happen. I've been to places I never thought I was going to go to, which sounds like hella dramatic, but like I didn't think I was going to go to New York anytime soon. I went for the first time, and I was like, damn, this shit's real, just off the music. So, yeah, super happy about that. Just new sounds and like different styles is what I could say for the music side. We're just trying to keep things fresh, and like I just like love things that sound good, so it makes it real easy for me to just keep dipping into different like genres and seeing what could come out. And like the next thing is for sure not going to sound like Everywhere But Always, and I think that's what's exciting because it's like you get to be surprised by it. Like people like Tyler and obviously Kendrick too. Like those are two people that I'm like, damn, like everything has a distinct sound, and look and style, and like that's like perfect for me. Like that's ideal. So I look at those dudes as like inspo for that. So yeah, so I'm definitely in that lane of just something different. You're not gonna expect it, and yeah.
Not to oversell the show,
it.
but I'm technically supposed to be in Kenya right now. I had a ticket booked for the 7th, and a big thing that was bumming me out is missing the show. And I moved my flight to the 21st because I was able to find work that kept me here.
Yeah.
But a big part of it was like, damn, I gotta fucking make this show. I've been listening to this album all year.
Bro.
Exactly. So it's good
crazy,
enough
bro.
for me to spend $400 to change my flight. It's good enough for you to come out to Madame Lou's.
Hell yeah, please.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's so dope.
Well, thank y'all for watching. Thank you, Abdul, for taking ownership of this. Thank you, Deshaun, for everything you do for us. And thank you, Yonny, for being on today. We appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all. This is such a dope thing y'all are doing. It's probably really fun for y'all to do this shit too. Right?
Blame it on the alcohol. I'm fucked up. Nigga, I'm twisted. I feel like dancing to